You ever see that hashtag one bestseller tag on a product and really wonder, what does it take to get there? Well, today we're going to do just that. We're going to take apart the product page for a super popular kitchen appliance, piece by piece, to see what makes it tick. Let's get into it. And here we go, right off the bat. This is the claim that everything else is built on. It's not just another air fryer. It's positioned as the number one. That is a really bold statement, and it sets the bar incredibly high from the get-go. So that's the big question, isn't it? We're not actually testing the air fryer itself, but we are digging into the story it tells. What features, what promises, what numbers does it use to convince you, the buyer, that this is the one you need? Let's break it all down. Okay, first things first. The product page immediately shines a spotlight on its core tech. See, it's not just an appliance. It's powered by something they call TurboBlaze. This is clearly meant to be the star of the show, the engine that drives the whole thing. And here's their official definition. You got to pay attention to the words they use. Innovative, evenly cooked, perfectly crispy, and my favorite, in just minutes. These aren't just descriptions, they're promises for a better, faster cooking experience. Now this is where it gets really smart. They don't just leave TurboBlaze as a cool-sounding name. They back it up with hard numbers. We go from a catchy marketing term to real specs. A 3,600 RPM fan, 5 different speeds, a high heat of 450 degrees. It's all designed to build trust and make it feel legit. So the whole story is structured around a series of upgrades. And that's a clever way to frame it, right? It suggests this thing is a major step up from whatever you're using now or from the competition. Let's see how they connect these features to actual benefits for you. And this is just classic marketing done really well. The time upgrade isn't just about a fast fan, it's about saving you time on those crazy busy days. The capacity upgrade isn't just a 6-quart basket, it's about being able to make a meal for your whole family. They always tie the feature back to solving a real-world problem. We see the exact same thing with the Smart Control upgrade. The benefit isn't just, hey, look, it has an app. It's framed as convenience, as support. The whole point is to make your life easier, to make cooking effortless by putting everything you need right on your phone. Now for the experience upgrade, they do something really effective. They boil the entire benefit down to a single, very specific number, less than 53 decibels. And that's so much more powerful than just saying it's quiet, because it feels scientific and measurable. And here's how they connect the dots. They take that number, under 53 decibels, and they translate it into an emotional benefit, a quieter and more peaceful kitchen. See? They're not just selling you a machine, they're selling you a better vibe for your home. All right, so beyond all the big tech claims, the product page also gets real about the day-to-day stuff. This is all about how this thing actually fits into your life. You know, from the health benefits down to the one chore nobody wants to do, cleaning. When they talk about health, the whole argument gets distilled into another powerful, memorable number, 95%. It just sticks in your head. But of course, that number is meaningless without context. And here it is. The 95% is a direct comparison to deep frying. So the claim is, you get all the good stuff, that crispy, delicious texture you love, without all the oil. It's about enjoying your food guilt-free. And they totally anticipate the big question. Is this thing a nightmare to clean? They tackle it head-on, highlighting the dishwasher-safe parts and the nonstick basket. They even give you a pro tip about using paper liners, which kind of shows they get the practical concerns of a real user. What's pretty interesting is that they don't hide the warnings. They've got this very direct read caution section. This actually adds a layer of trust and transparency. They're telling you exactly what to do and what not to do, like avoiding turbo mode for lighter foods, to keep you safe and get the best results. So, to wrap up our little teardown here, let's just look at the final spec sheet. This is where all the key technical data gets pulled together, giving you the nuts and bolts of the machine in one spot. This is the at-a-glance summary for you. From the 6-quart capacity and the 1725 watts of power, all the way down to the exact dimensions, this table pulls together every objective data point. It's kind of the last piece of the puzzle for someone who wants to know every single detail before they buy. So, is this the secret sauce? The formula for a #1 bestseller? It really seems like it. You start with a powerful core technology, you translate its features into clear upgrades that solve people's problems, you back it all up with specific numbers, and you address everyday issues like health and cleanup. It's a complete story. And the real question is, now that you've seen the formula, are you ever going to look at a product page the same way again?